Okay, so let me just talk to you people about something. Because if you've been in any Pi community, Telegram, Facebook, Twitter, you've seen this question come up over and over again. Is Pi even building anything? When will this thing have real use? Are we just wasting our time? And I feel like nobody is actually sitting down to answer that question properly. They just say, Pi to the moon and move on. That's not what we do here. So today I want to look at one specific thing the core team has been doing, something called the Vibe Coder campaign. And I want to break it down properly so you understand what is actually happening. First, let me explain what a Vibe Coder is, because some of you may not have heard this term before. A Vibe Coder is basically somebody who builds apps using AI tools. Platforms like Cursor, Replit, Lovable, these are tools where you describe what you want to build. The AI does the heavy lifting, and within a few hours you have a working app. No deep coding knowledge required. This is a real thing happening in tech right now. AI has made it possible for everyday people, not just software engineers, to build functional applications. The problem is, after you build your app, where do the users come from? That part AI cannot solve for you. And that is exactly where Pi is trying to come in. See, this is the argument Pi Network is making. As AI lowers the barrier of building software, the competition for distribution, getting real users, becomes more and more fierce. And Pi Network is positioning itself as the solution to that problem. Now think about what Pi actually has on ground. Over 60 million engaged pioneers and 18.1 million KYC verified users, all already inside one ecosystem, the Pi browser, actively using Pi native applications. That is not a small thing. Any app developer will tell you that getting users is the hardest part of building a product. Pi already has that audience sitting there. So what the Vibe Coder campaign is saying is, bring your app here, we have the people. So how does it work practically? Pi App Studio now supports creators who built their apps on external AI platforms. They provide tailored copy and paste prompts that you use inside your AI tool. It integrates the Pi SDK, verifies the setup, and adds Pi payment functionality, all without rebuilding your app from scratch. Meaning if you build something on Replit or Lovable, you don't have to throw it away and start over. You just plug it into Pi App Studio and your app becomes available to all those pioneers in the Pi browser. They've even made Pi payment integration something you can do without any programming knowledge. You just mention Pi payment in your prompts and the system handles it. So it's not just for technical people. Even a non-developer can do this. Now, the community side of this campaign is also interesting. The core team launched a grassroots campaign on June 5th, asking pioneers to go into Vibe Coder communities online, Reddit, X, Facebook, developer forums, and introduce those builders to Pi App Studio. Pioneers who share qualifying posts and submit the links through the Pi mining app get entered into a raffle for Pi Network merchandise. So they are turning the pioneer community itself into the marketing team. Every pioneer becomes someone who can bring a new developer into the ecosystem. The thinking is that if even a small percentage of Pi's millions of pioneers successfully bring one Vibe Coder into Pi App Studio, the developer base expansion could meaningfully accelerate app growth across the ecosystem. That is actually a clever approach. Instead of spending money on ads, you use your own community to grow. So back to the original question, is Pi building something real? Honestly, the infrastructure is there. Pi App Studio exists and it works. CDI Games, one of the apps in the Pi ecosystem, pulled in over 81,000 pioneers across 160 countries in less than a week and generated over 1.2 million game sessions. That is real engagement from real people. But I'll also be honest with you, the campaign only closes on June 28th, which is Pi2Day. We don't yet know how many external developers are actually going to come in and build. We don't know the quality of what they'll produce. And the price of Pi right now, sitting around $0.13, close to its all-time low, shows that ecosystem activity and token price have not yet moved together. So what I'll say is this, something is being built. Whether it reaches the scale this community deserves is what we are still waiting to see. Pi2Day is June 28th. That's the next major checkpoint. Whatever comes out of it, we'll break it down right here. Finally, don't forget to like, share this video, and let me know what you think in the comments. And subscribe to stay updated.